Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to insert a header and a footer and how to put a page number in and how to insert the date. And then I'm also going to show you how to change the page orientation, how to make custom margins, how to put in a page border, and how to horizontally and vertically center text on a page. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to insert a header. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can go Insert, Tab, and then find header and footer, and here we are. Okay, and you click header, and then you can pick all these pre-formatted ones, but I typically will just do edit header, and then it puts me in the header. Okay, and you can see there's by default a center tab already set for you, and there's a right tab already set also. So a lot of times you'll type your name at the top, and then hit tab and type the title of the file or of the document, and then hit tab, and then you might insert the date here. Okay, so to insert the date, when you notice when I did the insert header, we get a new ribbon up here, header and footer tools design. So right over here, look what we can insert in the insert section. One of them is date and time, so I'm going to click that, and you can pick any format for a date and time. I'm gonna pick this one, day, month, day of the week, and anyway, and I'm going to check update automatically, because then every time you open the file, that date will update to the day that you opened the file. And then I'm going to click OK. Okay, so that's how you can do that. And then also you can do close header and footer, and okay, and now it looks grayed out. When you print, it will not be grayed out. It just looks grayed out here because it's in your header. It's not in the document. Okay, to work in the footer, you could also go insert and then footer, or right down here, you can look at your ruler and you can see this area is gray. So in the document area, in the way bottom, in that gray area, that's your bottom margin. Just point there with your pointer and double click. And that'll put you in the footer also to edit it. And typically down here, and you can see here, we've got a center tab and a right tab. I'm going to hit tab, put it at the center, and got my header and footer tools design tab there again. I'm going to go, I want to put a page number in, but I'm going to first type the word page, space, and then right here, I'm going to click on the down arrow, and I'm going to do current position, and just do plain number. Okay, and then I'm going to close out a header and footer, and now you can see the footer is down here. And actually, if I do a Control Enter to make a new page, you're going to see the same header, and you're going to see now it's page 2. So that's how you can do all of that. And then the last thing I want to show you here is how you can type a title, and how you can maybe have this be a certificate, and you want it to be instead of portrait, which is what we have here for orientation, up and down, this is called portrait. You can change, if you go to design, actually it's layout, and here's orientation. Click on the down arrow, you can choose landscape, and that changes the orientation to landscape. Okay, and then you can also do this. I'm going to Control A to select all, and I'm going to come here to the Home tab, and I'm going to center it so that's centered horizontally. I can also center it vertically, and here's where you go for that. Go back to Layout and Margins, and I'm going to do Custom Margins. Okay, and I'm going to actually make my top margin be 0.25, bottom 0.25. This is how you can customize your margins, okay? Make them whatever you want, really. And then you can also vertically center the document. I don't know why they hide it in this location, but they do. In the Page Setup dialog box, if you do Custom Margins, you'll get the Page Setup dialog box. Then click on the third tab, Layout, Vertical Alignment, Center, and then OK. And then that puts whatever you have on your file right in the center. Okay, my margins, I changed my margins, and that totally messed up my header and footer. So I can double click down here, and I can see, where my tabs are. I can just adjust them. I'll drag my right tab back over here, or I even got rid of that one. I don't really need it. And I'm going to drag this over. Let's see, probably that looks right about right. And then down up here in the header, Same thing. I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to drag this over. Okay, so that looks better. Well, I accidentally got rid of that. So I'm just going to click in front of the date and just hit tab a few times and move it over. You can do that too. And then close header and footer. Another thing that you can do is put in a page border. So to do that, I am going to go to the design tab and click page border. And then right here, make sure you have page border. Borders tab and page border, they look the same. You want the page border. And so currently the setting is none, but it can be box, shadow, 3D, or custom, whatever. Or you can even have, so I'm going to pick box to have it go around the whole thing. And then you can pick a line style, line color, and a line width, or you can pick some art, okay, to put around. I'm just going to pick the apples. And then you can change the width. You can make them smaller or bigger, okay? And you can tell it what to apply to, the whole document, just the first page. What do you want? I'm going to do the whole document. You could even hit options and pick other options for that. You could also tell it, nope, I don't want the top row or the bottom row, just the left and the right if you want. Or you can click, I'm going to add them back in. So I'm going to click OK. And now we have the border, but now notice our header and footer is not there. So we would need to adjust our margins again to get them to be able to be seen. So if I go to layout, margins, custom, okay, and I'm going to change it, oops, custom, I'm going to make them bigger. I'm just going to make them 1 again, and we'll see where that puts them. Okay, so then I'm going to say okay. Okay, we can kind of see that. It's moving it down a little bit. Margins, custom, let's go big or go home, 2 all the way around, okay? And there we can see that better. The footer's still not able to be seen, but that's okay. So anyway, that's how you can do all of that.